As I said, it started as a revolution that seeking change, seeking freedom, seeking dignity, seeking hope for the people, and unfortunately ended up as a nightmare for the people right now. So what's happening, the only way I can describe it right now, honestly, is a chaos, because nobody knows who's fighting who and for what, and what goal they want to achieve, except destruction of the other sides or all other sides, because it's not one entity fighting one entity, it is multi-entities fighting multi-entities. Everybody's fighting everybody. So that's what's going on in Syria, a chaos.
The people who live there are caught in the middle.
And the people caught in the middle. It's like in every conflict. You have a certain percentage, 10, 15, 20% of the people are involved in the conflict, and 80% of the people have nothing to do with it, but they are the true victim. They are the victims of every conflict. And the best way they see sometimes is to survive, is to leave the conflict place. And that's what's happening in Syria. And those people who are leaving Syria, the refugees basically, are not, like you said, migrant. They are not seeking economic opportunities somewhere. They just want to survive. They are willing to walk, not hundreds, thousands of miles in order to reach a safe place. And unfortunately, all the borders are closed in their faces. And very few countries are taking them under certain conditions. And literally, they are sleeping in the fields, in parks, on the streets, on the highways, wherever you go. I mean, probably you didn't go to see that, but ask the people who went. They are on the streets of the European cities, of Turkey, of Syria. I mean, literally, they are in the plains, in the caves of the mountains, everywhere they can find a safe place so they can hide and survive and live, hoping things will be better the next day.
How can the United States alleviate the suffering of the Syrian people who need refuge?
The United States can do a lot. And unfortunately, the United States always come late to do the right thing, unfortunately. The same exact story happened back in the late 30s when the Jews who were escaping the Holocaust in Europe, and they came to the shores of our country, the United States, on those ships, and they were turned away. Now we are saying and doing the same exact thing. But eventually, it was corrected, and we hope that will be corrected. First, by accepting the refugees, the widows, the orphans, the people who lost hope and they want a place to survive. I hope we can open our borders and our arms and accept them here. Second, to play a positive role in the conflict. Unfortunately, from day one of the conflict, the United States did not do the right thing, especially when the regime of Syria crossed the red lines that Obama himself, our president, supposedly put and draw in the sand for them. And when they crossed those red lines, he did not do anything. And those red lines was using chemical weapon on their own people. And the whole world sat and watched. Till today, hundreds of people dying every single day. And nobody still cares. It is a very sad situation. Towns completely leveled. Estimated at least 3.5 to 4 million homes cannot be livable anymore. I mean, gone. So imagine if every home that housed a family of 4 or 5 people, you have 14, 15 million people without homes anymore. So we hope the United States play positive, active role, first by providing support for those who are rebelling against a very oppressive regime, that is the Assad regime in Syria. I hope they play a very constructive role in removing Assad also. In any means, diplomatic or military means, it has to be done. Otherwise, it cannot continue as it used to be in the Middle East. Second, extend honest, decent hand of hope and help. That's what the people in the Middle East, especially in Syria, want to see from the United States. An honest broker, an honest friend who's not there just for the interest of the United States alone. Stand for what is right and see what the result will be. And stop playing the games and giving time and opportunities and chances for the regime to crush the revolution or crush the people and survive. That's what the people in Syria feel right now. They were abandoned by the superpower, supposedly, who the champion of freedom and justice, abandoned by the Western world, abandoned by the whole world, because what America says goes. And the sad thing, America is not saying or doing the right thing so far. Although the American people have the intention of doing what is right, but our administration, unfortunately, is not doing what is right.